Hey, Dave Knight, 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. All right, so um, I'm going to put this video out more along the lines of a question, and hopefully you guys and the 7% of the women that do follow me, by the way, that's my, and I go to my sidetrack here, just quick. I do have a question, so let me put my question, then I'll go on my sidetrack. My question is, what's working for you in trading? Just throwing that out there. I know what's working for me, and I'm going to share what's working for me and how I'm going to take on FTP and the funded account this next time around. Oh, by the way, yeah. I hit the max daily loss, and also I hit the $1,500 loss on FTP, and nickeled and dimed pretty much, and I'll explain what I mean by that. But let me say that, you know, about the 7%. When I look at my demographics at the in here inside YouTube, it's 93% male. It used to, well, actually it's 90% now. 90% male, 10% women. So the 10% out there that are watching me, thank you. I appreciate it. I know I'm just such a good-looking chap, right? All right, so back to, okay. Here's what I know. Let's get a little personal. Let me get my coffee out and let's talk, because I'm very frustrated, and I lost my good coffee cup, by the way. My good Contigo coffee cup, so I need to go find another one at Walmart today. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared. All right. My best trading day is historically right now still on inventory day, whether it comes out on a Wednesday or a Thursday, depending upon if there's a holiday in America. It's still America. Let's make America great. I get so sidetracked, but my best trading day is on inventory day, no doubt about it, hands down. And what I started thinking about, because I have these epiphanies in the shower, is it's the only day right now that's awarding that 3-to-1 profit target more times than not. I'm getting nickeled and dimed inside this low volatile market right now, getting 8 and tick stop hits, and I just basically run into that 45, 46 tick area before I'm able to make that move properly in the right direction. So I have two general thoughts right now. One, I have to pass FTP to get to funded. My best trading day is on inventory day, and all the other days basically suck. They suck donkey deck, as I would say. They just suck. So I limit myself to either one or two things right now. I take on one trade with the maximum 1R stop loss, which would be 20 ticks or 10 ticks, depending upon how I feel about it. Or the 1R, like right now, 1R, the risk component was 11.9, so it worked out to be 12 ticks today. So, or I take a 1 tick hit on all these other donkey ticks sucking days and only trade the inventory. I only trade my strongest strategy against FTP right now to get into funded, and I continue to do this until I see something else along the way that makes sense, and maybe add that back into the low volatile market. See, I've kind of talked myself into what I'm going to do, but so obviously what I'm going to do is have to go find $200 somewhere, so and then reset the FTP. If I look at the combine, okay, I look at what's been going on right now. My best winning trades, I'm not getting. I haven't had $1,000 winner in this whole point in time. I've not had a $600 winner. I've only been able to get like 350 or I think at one, maybe my biggest win was around $700, but that was trading 2 contracts at it, so it really only averaged out 300, less than $300 on that particular trading day. So, and that helped me get through the combine, by the way, that one winning trading day, because I'm not having fun. I'm honest to God, I'm just not having fun trading crude oil at this point. And it's been said, do I want to look at another market? I mean, I know ES suck. I know the bonds suck. I know a lot of these other markets really suck. I don't really want to trade gold, but gold is pretty much the only other market that I would even think about right now because of the $10 a tick thing that goes kind of hand in hand at the crude oil market. So those that are out there trading, if you're trading gold, how's it going for you, or any other market that you're trading right now, so that I can maybe take a look at another market as as I have extra time on my hands. Because if I'm going to take, I mean, it doesn't matter. Your win-loss percentage doesn't matter. Your daily winning percentage doesn't matter. All these other rules that used to be effective are are not. You just need to get the dollar amount now. I mean, and you can take as many days as you want inside FTP to move on. So it is what it is right now. I mean, I just, it's, for instance, one of the things that happened, let's just take yesterday into account. I looked at my trading report yesterday, and maybe you know what, I'll put the blog post up, and I'll put the trading report up there, and I'll highlight the trade that I had on the win side. I held that trade for 2 hours and 8 minutes. Did you all hear that? 2 hours and 8 minutes. In other words, 128 minutes and some seconds after that. So 128 minutes I held a long trade, and I got 3 ticks out of it. It only went up from entry point to the area that it went was 1p move, and I think 1p move yesterday was like, let's say 14, 15 ticks. I think it was 15 yesterday. So it went up $150 in 2 hours and 8 minutes. But it went down like 12 ticks on one time. It went down another 12 ticks again. It went down 10 ticks. It just was doing this, and it just not, I'm not used to the market. Usually when the market, and then when the market did blow through the pivot point yesterday, it just stopped. It hit 58 or 59 and just, wait a minute, it hit this brick wall. And literally that's a market that when it would do that, I mean, it hit against pivot on 3 separate occasions, and then it just hit them, bam, stopped. And then after trading hours, after the open outcry, after the 1:30 Central Standard Time, in between there, and look at your charts, between there and 240, the market takes off and eventually gets up to 5503, which just so happens to be the area. I mean, the area, it's still, the market's still hitting key points, but it's doing it in its own damn time. I mean, it's taken, you know, it went down to 53.91. It went down to 61.8% retracement, and it went up to the Gann number of I think it was the 90-degree angle on the way up, going to 5503. It hit these areas, but it's doing it so freaking slowly right now. It's the most frustrated that I've been as a trader since I can ever remember. And I mean, I'm honestly, what I see happening is I'm taking the losses like I normally take, but I don't have any wins to offset these losses. I'm not accustomed. Usually I get that 30 to 50 tick winner to offset some of these 8 and 10 tick hits, and I'm not getting any of those right now. I mean, like I said, I held a trade for 2 hours and 8 minutes yesterday only to get 3 ticks out of it. You can't win in a market that's its current market conditions. And so my question is, I guess, what's working for you? What futures market's working for you? I'm not interested in Forex and any other bullshit out there. So what futures market works for you right now? How are you handling if your market's in low volatility? How are you handling it? How are you handling it? And any other observations that you have? I kind of know what I'm going to be doing now. So the scenario is definitely this. I'm only going to trade the inventory day, so the Wednesday or Thursday that falls into inventory. And the other side of that is I either take one trade at current R conditions and done. So if I lose $100 in that day, I'm done on that day. The thing is, though, I'm concerned if I do that, then I might get like a $400 winning day on inventory day and then lose the other 4 days at $400 a pop, or 100, 100, 100, 100. So in other words, I'll be netting out the same amount of money. So the other thought process is just take that one tick hit on all the other trading days, unless something just screams at me when I'm sitting in front of the computer that says this is it. And if this happens and this is beneficial to trade right now, I've kind of talked myself into the one tick hit is what I'm thinking right now. All the other days, just set that sucker to one tick and go after a 3p target. And if maybe I set it for 2 or 3 ticks, so maybe it's 3 ticks instead of 2. Maybe it's 1/4 of an R, and I think 1/4 of an R right now is 2.9, 3 ticks. So maybe I just set it at 1/4 of an R, and if the market goes my way, I get so if I get the 3 tick winner, I get 43. Well, and I risk 3 ticks. So I could probably, if you calculate that out on all the rest of the days, so 40, let's just use 40 divided by 3, I could have 13 trading days of 3 tick hits, and still, so basically I guess that's what I'm talking myself into right now, is have a 3p profit target and only take a 1/4 R stop against this low volatile market, and only take one trade on all the other days except for inventory day. So that's what I am going to be handling on FTP coming into next week. Got to locate $200 to start with, and that's the election days next week. And just not worry about how long it's going to take me to get, I mean, I'm taking a 1 tick hit or a 3 tick hit. I still will get my 10 trading days in, and then I'll get 3 Wednesdays in. I'll have the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th to trade the inventories on, or maybe 29th will be the 30th, I guess, into that following week. But you know what I mean. The inventory comes out once a week, 52 times a year. So, and then when you have to stand aside in funded, which they don't let you trade funded account, I think it's sometime in December up until like the first week of January, they make all traders not trade in funded for I think it's like 3 weeks or something like that. So so it ends up being that just, for instance, that this particular trading strategy inside the funded account can only be traded like 50 times a year, or 49 or 48. So somewhere in that area, depending upon when they tell you you're supposed to take like 2 weeks off as a funded trader, and they tell you that these 2 weeks are the weeks that you can't trade. And me taking another 2 weeks off in the year, that's so there's still 48 Wednesday, Thursday inventory days, and that's more than enough to make this continue to grow the account and fund it, and add the contracts that I want to, and just wait for the ADR, my average daily range, to get back up over 1.5 to 2.0, and really start seeing the market, until I start seeing it consistently hitting that 3P target right now. Just stand aside on all the other trading days. So average range of movement's got to come up. That's what it's killing me right now. It's not the bad trades, because I'm taking some really decent trade setups. What's killing me is that I'm just not getting that range of movement that I'm accustomed to getting that 60 tick winner or 50 tick or 40 tick winner. I'm just not getting those. What I'm getting though is a whole bunch of 7 to 9 to 11 tick losers over and over and over again, and then hold a trade for 2 hours and 8 minutes for 3 ticks. All right, well, that's my one-on-one talk today. Hope you have a great weekend. Share your comments below with me. Let's blow this one up here, and let's what's working for you. I know some trading successes, sharing charts, and whatever you guys think is appropriate. And my 10% of the women, yeah, obviously if it's a negative comment like "you suck, David," as long as it's in a jest manner, that I'll handle it fine. But hey, I do suck right now. It's just, but I'm good on one day. Right now, I'm good on one day, but all the rest of the days are just crushing me. So let's stand aside on all those other days that are not working right now, and only trade the day that it's paying to trade. It's the only day that's showing the market has any sign of life here in the crude oil market is on inventory. All right. God bless. Take care. I'll see you on the next video I put together. Bye for now.